It's The Sims. I loved The Sims. The Sims, my favourite memory of The Sims was me and my mates. We just used to make, like, everyone in school and, like, the girls we fancied and make them marry them because we were, like, proper losers.
Oh, we're not quite there yet. Whoa, I don't know why I keep getting interrupted before I've even started the episode. Welcome to Stream It. That keeps happening. I'll have to speak to somebody about that. This is the Film and TV podcast, full of things for you to watch. I'm Conor, and this week's episode is all about video games, a world I love. We've got all the best games for you, no matter how you like playing. So here's my speedy rundown of what's coming up. Sean, our Fun Kids gaming expert, tells us all about 5 games that changed his life forever. Pete from Mega Mag, my friend from Mega Mag, is here to give us his 3 best Roblox jailbreak tips. And I've got 3 games based on movies that you've defo got to try out. Right, let's get gaming. So grab maybe your popcorn. Does popcorn work with gaming? Yeah, I think so. Grab some popcorn, get comfy. This is Fun Kids Stream It. Welcome. So games are really special to us, and they're really, really special to me. So I'm really, really excited to bring you this episode. There are games I've played for hours and hours, and now they will always be one of my faves. Maybe a game that changed my life might do the same for you. Who knows? Here's Sean, our Fun Kids gaming expert, with the 5 games that changed his life forever, and why you should definitely give them a go.
Yeah, I want to tell you about 5 games that changed my entire landscape and thoughts on video games in general. Number 5. Here's the first one, and here's a biggie as well. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic has got an attitude. Sonic, he's the fastest thing alive. Now, the reason why Sonic is so important to me and why I love him, you obviously know that I do. If you watch this channel, you know that I've got a big soft spot for Sonic. Is that it's the first game really I properly played. When my dad came home with a Sega Mega Drive back in the day, and I got to play Sonic, and it was the game that I was obsessed with. I wanted Sonic stuff all the time. I had like Sonic teddies, everything. Sonic changed everything for me video game wise, and that is what got me into gaming. Plus as well, it was a revolutionary platformer of its time. Because usually platformers were kind of a lot slower, like Super Mario. When Super Mario first came out in 1985, stats on the Fun Kids Gaming Show, it was like kind of, plodding, jumping on people's heads. Sonic, for its time, when it first came out, was breakneck speed, mate. Sonic just smashing through them bad nicks and getting stuff done. So Sonic, if you've not played the original Sega Mega Drive Sonic games yet, I mean, I've got a whole top 5 of Sonic games of all time on this channel for you to go and check out. If you haven't played the original Sonic games yet, do it now, please. Number 4, Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. That was a beast. What a beast of a game that was. That was probably the first, proper big boys game that I played. I was all about, your Crash Bandicoots, your Spyros, your Sonics, Buster's Treasure Hunt. Like, my taste in games was usually, still quite is to an extent, quite silly. Final Fantasy VII was like a proper big boys game with loads of stats in RPG things, in materia and different things to equip to do different stuff. And I was a bit like, I think this might be a little bit too rich for my blood. But what a game that is. Back in the day, Final Fantasy VII was a revolutionary game. Third one in my list of games that will change your life. Now, this one was a game changer. I mean, you know I'm a fan of Pokemon. It's obvious. So Pokemon Red, I remember, in fact, the lad who's Pokemon Red I played on for the first time, but he messaged me quite recently, and it was his Pokemon Red that I played on when I was staying over at his when we were both quite small, and that was, again, a game changer. I played it for so long, it made his Game Boy's batteries run out, and I lost all my progress, but I remember that first bit of Pokemon experience. I'll remember it forever. I had a little Charmander, a Magikarp, a Zubat, and a Clefairy. That was my little squad. 4 hours of playing at that sleepover. But that just opened up everything. I've played all of the games since they've come out, and I played them loads. It also made me want to make my own games. That was one of the big things when playing Sonic. I used to spend a lot of time designing Sonic levels. Number 2 is The Sims. I loved The Sims. The Sims, my favourite memory of The Sims was me and my mates. We just used to make like everyone in school and like the girls we fancied and make them marry them because we were like proper losers. But The Sims, I reckon, as a franchise of a game with The Sims 2, The Sims 3, man, we poured some hours into that. It was so good. And I've never played The Sims 4. Never played The Sims 4. All the rest of them played loads of. But no, I've not played The Sims 4. But The Sims was a game-changing game in my life. And number one. Now, the game that started everything. It's the game that got me into watching WWE. It's the game that got me into WWE games. It was a little game called WWF Warzone on the PS1. I'd never really been involved with wrestling before that. Never watched it. Probably knew who Hulk Hogan was, and that was it. Didn't have any idea of Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock or who any of those dudes were. And the thing which drew me to the game is I had a good review in a PlayStation magazine that I read, and it also had the ability to create your own wrestler, which is mad if you think of how big created wrestler is. That was the game where it all started, a little game called WWF Warzone, and I'm pretty sure it was probably the first actually good wrestling game that was ever released, because they were all rubbish before then. And 2, it was also the first wrestling game to have a create a wrestler option in it, which was a game changer and no mistake. So yeah, those are the 5 games that changed my existence, and I think you should all go and check out.
Thanks so much, Sean. Now, Pete's got some expert gaming tips for us. My mate, Pete from Megamag. Pete!
Hey, Connor, how you doing?
Do you know what? I'm doing really, really good. I'm really excited to hear your top 5 Roblox jailbreak tips. So let's not waste any time. Pete, tip 1?
Okay, first tip. When you play Roblox, everyone wants to go and rob the bank. That's where all the money is, but it's also super, super risky. There's cops everywhere. They expect you to go and rob the bank because you're a robber. So I say, go and be sneaky and rob the cargo train, because there's not as much money there, but there's no cops. No one's going to stop you. So you've got all the time in the world to just go to the railway, hop into each train car, take all the loot and head home.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so tip 1, going in a different direction to maybe the direction you think you should go on the game. Tip 2, Pete?
Tip number 2, if you're playing as a policeman, dress your character like a criminal, because then all the criminals think you're one of them and they come over and they hang out, they come and say, hey, they see if you want to go and rob the bank with them, and you say, yeah, sure. Then when you get to the bank, you just arrest them all. Job done. Nice and easy.
Tip 2 for Roblox jailbreak. I like it. Disguise. Nice one, Pete. Tip 3?
Number 3, there's a helicopter on top of the police station. So if you get on top of the police station as a robber, which is pretty tricky, but it can be done, if you get on top of that, you can fly out to sea. And all the way out at sea, there is a cargo ship, which is full of loot and no policemen. So you fly over to the cargo ship, you lower the rope, you wait there for a little while, you get the loot and you head home, and you've not seen a single policeman. It's nice and easy, just like the cargo train, but out at sea. No one can even see you all the way out there.
Fantastic, Pete. So tip 3 is basically try and become Spider-Man, climb a building in Roblox jailbreak and get the helicopter, correct?
That's it. Go for a little fly. Yeah.
Okay, tip 4?
Number 4 is all about cars. First of all, go for a speedy car, not a stylish car. It's not about the paint job. It's about how fast it goes with Roblox. And I know it's, you want to look cool, but seriously, when you're trying to run away from a police car, you want to be in a super car, not a stylish car. So if you're someone who wants to drive on roads, there's a car called the Eclair, which is really fast. Might not look the coolest, but it's going to get you home. It's going to get you safe. And while we're on the subject of cars, always lock the door, because the amount of times I've got out of the car on Roblox and I've not locked the door, and then someone's come and just taken my car, it's infuriating. So whenever you leave your car, lock the door.
It does sound infuriating. So there we go. Tip 4 is to drive in a car that made me think about my favourite dessert. Did it you, Pete?
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, Claire, I wonder if it runs on cream rather than petrol. I like it.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? Right, tip 5?
Tip 5 is firefighting. If you go to the fire station and you want to earn some quick, easy money, go and dress up as a firefighter there and go and put some fires out. Simple as that. It doesn't pay very much. It's not like robbing the bank. It's not a giant jackpot, but it's really easy money. If you've got a bit of time on your hands, put some fires out, get some quick money, and then you can go and upgrade your gear.
Oh, Pete, fantastic tips right there for Roblox Jailbreak. We've got some good ones. We've got the skies. We're talking about speed. We're talking about different parts of the map to go to that you might not think of going to. I feel like if people take your tips, they're going to be in for a good game, right?
Go for it. It's a massive game. There's so much to explore. You find out these tips when you start. Like you were saying, you go to the areas of the map where less people go. Just head out there and explore, and you'll come up with some new tips of your own, I reckon.
Pete, thanks so much.
Anytime, Connor.
Now, I thought it was really important that I do a little bit of work other than just talking. I've got 3 video games based off movies for you, and I'm going to kick off with Disney Dreamlight Valley. So, okay, picture the Sims universe, but Disney. As you play, live your life and expand your town, you'll interact and build friendships with everyone Disney related, from Goofy to Wally. How great! You can get this one on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox and a PC. Now, if you like platform games, then you've got to try Cuphead. Technically, the TV show Cuphead is based on the game. I'm going to bend the rules because this game is totally awesome. There are killer plants, awesome frog boss levels, and so much more in this crazy game. You definitely won't get bored playing it. Play it now on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and your PC. Right, I can't suggest games based on movies without looking at the Lego franchise. My third and final pick is Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it.
Leia!
Luke, I need someone to show me my place in all this.
The creators of this game have managed to combine all 9 main Star Wars films into a single, this is really, really great, a single epic Star Wars adventure with more than 20 worlds to explore. There is so much going on in this game. You can't get bored of it, and there kind of is a way to play for every emotion. You know what I mean? You can literally feel anything. You can play this game and it will kind of match your mood. You can play this one on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox and PC. That's all we've got time for on this week's episode of Stream It. I know, we best get moving. There's a lot of games that need playing. If you enjoyed this episode, give us a follow so you don't miss future episodes and rate the podcast 5 stars too. I think we deserve it. I'm Conor, and Stream It is made by Fun Kids, the UK's children's radio station. This episode was produced and edited by Hebe Lawson. Thank you, Hebe. Now, if you want to get involved with episodes in the future, you can head over to funkidslive.com/stream it to see how your voice could be on the pod, and let us know how you get on with all those games. Enjoy gaming. See you soon. Bye.